Top right of Concealed Hill. First match in this best of 3 in the semifinals of Schuck Cup number 4. Ice Orc in the purple. Bottom left, Romantic in the yellow. I think the sound's a little low, right? Let's turn it up a notch. And off we go. So, Romantic starting off standard here with an Archmage first. Ice Orc. I feel like this is always his opening. I've seen quite a few games of his recently. Again, WC3 China Finals. He always plays this. Blade Master, level 1 harass, buying the circlet. No shop, 1 borrow tech. So the tech is extremely fast. But the Blade Master's progress is going to be rather slow, being not able to creep at all early on. He could be creeping early on, but it's too risky. You will be taking damage from the creeps, damage you won't be able to heal as there is no shop for a long time. So he's going to be resigned to having to harass early on, trying to slow down the human as much as he can. But the AM already level 2 with 2 excellent items in his inventory. But of course, with the slower tech. Should be starting now. Wait. He's not teching. Is he seriously expanding? No. Alright, a little slow there on the tech. That could have been around 10 seconds faster. But shouldn't be the end of the world. Romantic used to be a really scary human versus orc player before his break from Warcraft. His forced break from Warcraft. After the matchmaking scandal. Matchmaking? No, match fixing scandal. Where he played a lot of Beastmaster on tier 2 with a level 3 AM, plenty of footmen, and then rushing into the orc base. The strongest orcs in the world had issues with that, oftentimes didn't have the best answers, Lin amongst them. And once again, Romantic here, looking for the weakness of the orc for a long time. The main base, and most namely, the burrows. Puts a speed for the AM. And water elementals coming in. I'm really surprised Ice Orc, like he saw this movement with this grunt. This grunt was trailing the human army for the longest time, and yet still he decided to creep instead of coming home to defend right away. Now the Blade Master's coming, but he's not even level 2. He didn't even get an item. Questionable movement around the map here so far by Ice Orc. He is going to lose this burrow, I believe. Next water elemental should be ready in a second, and that should certainly be enough damage. Doesn't even need it, actually. Are you going to cast WGL on site? Yes, we are! We're actually leaving for WGL in only 2 days. On Thursday, we're leaving. And then, yeah. Gonna be there once again in Shanghai for our World Championship. Level 2 now finally for the Blade Master. Had to deny one of the peons for the second hero, Shadow Hunter. So far, how far behind is the tech? Okay, so Romantic's tech is obviously slower, but not by that much. Lumber for Ice Orc is looking okay, so he can set up 1 tier 2 building right now. I wonder why he's not doing it. There we go. Torrent Totem now placed. AM falling back for a bit more harass. Was that worth it? He killed 1 burrow, he forced a lot of repair. Lost 1 or 2 footies? I think it was 2 footies. But I think as long as he gets to level 3 here in time, it should be looking okay for Romantic. And this Blade Master usage by Ice Orc, like across long stages of the game, I always find a little questionable. Not the most efficient, but it's always really hard, right? If you're anyone who's not Focus or Lin, to look as well prepared and potent with this hero as those 2 guys do. Or Hug, of course. Hug, our Lord and Savior. Shadowhunter second now, solo creeping. Wow, can you creep the solo with 3 grunts? I guess with Hex, it should be doable. Take out the poison guys first, then the Null, then the Overseer. I mean, you can creep this camp with only 3 ghouls, so it should be doable. With 3 grunts plus Hex. Oh, but guess what? Here's the Beastmaster. Bam! Good old Romantic classic. By the way, can I... Nope. Can't change the gamma. Seems like it's a little, just a tiny bit dark here on the visual side. Oh, losing the shop is gonna be painful. I hope he brought enough heal salves with his Shadowhunter. Oh yes, he has 6, so it's fine. Oh boy. It actually is pretty hard to creep this camp, man. But he did manage it. He is now level 2. Talisman and Tome of Intelligence Oh, the Quill Beast. The Quill Beast is so annoying. You cannot hex summons, right? You definitely can't hex elementals. Pretty sure you can't hex Quill Beasts either. Mass Repair, once again forced. Ice Orc not quite yet supply blocked. He has the Burrow still that he needs. And yeah, the AM wasn't level 3 here. So the level 2 AM push into the base made it so that he couldn't creep to level 3 until tier 2 for the Beastmaster. So this push actually wasn't even all that scary. Level 2 water elementals would make this a lot more dangerous. But that was not the case. So now, what is the follow-up? Is it a tower push? Good old Beastmaster aggression into tower push? Seems like no, as we don't have a lumber mill. Sources are coming though, militia are moving out. Just for a bit of creeping though, I assume. But the Beastmaster never was the greatest scaling hero in this matchup, or in any matchup. Like most summon heroes. AM being the exception, I guess. So now he's stuck with the Beastmaster, with whom you're supposed to finish the game early, or at least get a big advantage. Did Romantic manage to get a big advantage for himself? He has the supply lead here, he has the experience lead, but he doesn't even have level 3 yet. Once again, Blade Master leaving the army, not creeping up to level 3, giving solo experience to the Shadowhunter. This is what Ice Orc pretty much always does. Always, the no shop 1 borrow tech, Blade Master aggression early on. And then staying on level 2, not creeping to level 3, with the Shadowhunter will be solo creeping for his own level 3. Oh, but the surround doesn't quite work. You can try to pull the ogre into this little hole here behind the tavern. Keep him stuck, but hey, gets us around here against the trees as well, which is pretty nice. Very good Quill Beast usage. Oh my god, can you see the last hit? That would be insane! No, didn't try for it. Oh my god! The Cloak of Flames! That is so good for the Blade Master. Oh shit. That might be the best item, actually. Catgut's Pipe is probably better, but this one is also amazing. As long as there are not too many breakers. Against breakers, of course, it won't be doing anything, but against everything else, it is really good. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to talk about, I forgot to mention you. We have Herr Wusel with 24 months. Congrats on your 2 years of subscription. We have Nuhiro Masuda with 9 months. Got no sound. Stuck at work. Sneaky beat to W Stream Inc. Blue Band with 40 months. And La Crest Fallen with 25 months. Hail Satan, everyone. How are you this fine day? And Kui90, thank you very much for the 3 months. And RYM, thank you so much for the 28 months. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Yeah, we've been gone for quite a while, but now we're back finally on our own beloved stream. For WCG, when we were casting, of course, we were having to cast on their streams, on their Twitch streams. So it was a little bit quiet on here for a while, but that's gonna change. We have WGL beginning by the end of the week, and it's gonna be on our stream here as well. Alright, here we go. First big fight of this game. Kodobeast is coming in for Ice Orc Disenchants, getting rid of those water elementals quickly. Blade Master not looking for the backline yet, trying to go for the footies first. No breakers here at all for Romantic, by the way. Calling some militia from the main. Now they arrive. Oh, the Beastmaster needs to be careful. Invul popped. Has to go for the heal pot here soon after, perhaps, as well. Shadowhunter in the back, still good mana, really good mana actually, to provide the healing. Ice Orc once again looking strong in the fights, much like he did against Infi and TH at the WCG Regional Finals. Beastmaster once again has to fall back, no level 3 on him just yet. AM also, no level 4 for him, so perhaps not infinite slow, but it's a lot of sorceresses over here. Plenty of swords, still plenty of slow to be used. But no breakers, almost no breakers, only 2. Excuse me. That is not enough for infinite stealing of Spirit Link. Can still make use of that very powerful spell. Blade Master now, copying quite a bit of damage. I love that he kept the Talisman of Evasion. There's so much more damage reduction with the already high armor of Blade Master. Oh, the Beastmaster now himself in trouble. Can the Talisman protect him as well against the Blade Ents? They're coming in again, and the answer is no. Ah, lag. Sorry for that. Nettie's here with a bit of a hiccup. Second hero falls. Romantic has to TP out of this. And again, Ice Orc, man, I'm so impressed with how well he plays fights. Like, early game efficiency, mid game movement is like, I think there's some room for improvement. But late game, his army control around 50 supply is looking really, really good. Showing it here again, he still has the heal scroll. He didn't even have to pop the heal scroll. He used the greater mana. That one's gone. But the heal scroll is still available. And now at the fountain, everything can heal up. It's gonna be level 4 blade. Shadow is already level 4. Getting a little closer to the level 5. And level 5 Shadow Hunter, of course, absolutely amazing. And this blade may not have the best plus damage items, but this cloak, guys, is a lot of DPS if you can stand in the middle of a couple of units. And there is no Mountain King to control him. As mentioned earlier, the Beastmaster is a hero that falls off heavily. The longer the game goes, the higher the experience reaches for the heroes. Lion Horn, oh, also really good. Plus 2 armor and everything. I actually think this is one of the best items at the moment in the game. Really good. Ah, the tome! The sacred texts! It's a plus 2 sacred text. Leaves it behind. Invul for the... Oh, did he steal the invul? Oh my god, he stole the invul. That is so big. Blade Master honestly doesn't really need the invul if he plays carefully. But the human heroes, especially the Beastmaster, really, really does need it. So now he has to go for heal pots instead. But that's not quite the same. Kind of 1 crit. Probably a little less than... Definitely less... What? 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 126 crit? Level 2 crit? That must have been the lowest roll possible. Going for the Beastmaster once again, and you know why? Because he doesn't have an invul. We actually have sentry wards here as well, so Invis is not gonna help Romantic, and this Beastmaster is going back to the altar. Goodbye! And the blade is moving forward, just looking for the hero kill in true Smorg fashion. He's actually clicking on the AM with everything. And he can't even get punished too well, because there's like no damage output in Romantic's army, and that's the GG and the 1-0 for IceOrc. Still got some slime in my lungs from my cold. I think the cold is mostly over. But yeah. Still a little slimy. Anonymous Warcraft 3. Thank you for the 15 months. Have fun in China. Thank you already. And great cast as usual. Thank you very much, man. Very nice of you to say. Alright, I'm unmuted again. Yeah, WGL boys, we have had so many qualifiers, so many months leading up to this tournament, and now it's about to begin. 22nd, that is Saturday. On the 22nd, we begin our World Championship in Shanghai, WGL Summer 2019, until the 30th, to the end of this month. So more than 1 week, fully stacked with Warcraft action. The best in the world, from Europe, from America, from China and Korea, will be battling for the title once again, for a prize money of $60,000, more than $60,000, and for the first time ever, Happy is participating as well, which is gonna be really, really interesting to see how he will be able to do. Did you say IceOrc goes 1 borrow shop tech versus all races? No, I don't think I did. If I did, then I was misspeaking. No, but he does it against humans seemingly all the time, regardless of the map. Which I don't know is the best idea, especially like Echo Isles. For example, our next map though is gonna be Northern Isles. But I think this is just IceOrc's playstyle, which makes him pretty predictable. But it seems like as long as he doesn't fall too far behind in the early, he can really pull his weight in the late game. I'm really surprised with his late game control. Happy is rank 1 at the moment on Netties. Wow. Is he practicing that much? I saw on his stream that he's playing a lot more serious 1v1 games at the moment than usual. Normally there's a lot of FFAs and, you know, community games, request games in there. At the moment he seems to be practicing. And yeah, you're right. First on Netties, 83% win rate. Which is the second highest, apparently, behind Schuck. Yeah, I mean, he has committed. He is going to WGL. It's going to be basically 2 weeks for him of no streaming. So, yeah, he's going to take it seriously. And we'll see how far he gets. Happy is in a tough group at WGL. There's 3 tough groups and 1 joke group. I guess we can take a look at that in a moment. But I think he can definitely go far. I could definitely see him making top 4. So, yeah, sorry I got distracted there by a message. Alright, second map, ladies and gents. Here we go. Romantic, trailing now with 0-1. What was the mistake in the last game? I think Beastmaster is just too bad if you don't, like, cancel more stuff. He killed 1 burrow, but that was kind of it. He didn't cancel the bestiary, he didn't cancel the walker tech, and the AM was level 2 only for a really long time. I think you have to be more decisive, is that the word, with a Beastmaster? I think it's just a risky hero. Why doesn't Romantic just play Mountain King? We've been seeing Mountain King take over the carry role for the humans so much recently. If you do get him to high levels, he is extremely powerful. Some humans may disagree, but I think he's still a very, very strong hero. And we have seen him carry games in multiple matchups recently very well. But, I mean, it's Romantic style. And, oh, look at this. Icerock is switching it up. I like that. Not playing completely stubbornly now. So, already some change from WCG, where he only played the no-shop 1 burrow tech. But now he's going to be going for a bit of creeping himself. And that makes sense, I suppose. If he runs across the map right away to harass this camp, he's not going to be in time to steal any last hits. AM will be level 2, he will be level 1, can't do too much with that. As it is here, he gets the first item. Only the ring for him, unfortunately. But it's the new and improved ring, +3. So, he's really high armor now.
A player's forces are under attack.
This has already shown some change in people's mindsets, right? In the past, some players used to sell rings all the time, pretty much regardless of the situation. But nowadays, you know, everything's ring's been buffed. It's like, maybe I don't sell it. I've always been a big fan of the rings, especially for melee heroes. I think ring is amazing. Okay, he sells the ring, never mind. Sells the ring, gets the claws, wants to have more damage. As the AM once again is moving across. Alright, this again. So, he sees the AM moving over. The Grunt has perfect vision of this. Blade Master still decides to creep this. Isn't that a little risky? In the main base, while 2 burrows up already, I guess. Second Grunt is coming. This Grunt, though, taking plenty of damage. Blade Master gets the replenishment. Can be nice, but still no level 2 from this one. Murloc over here. This camp crept simultaneously by the Militia. I am now almost level 3. Oh. This is pretty cool. You clear this camp first, then you move across the map aggressively, steal this camp, Militia take out this one, and then you're almost level 3. But now, can he get level 3? Blade Master here, if he does a good job stealing these items. Oh, AM should have gone for the dust, right? Didn't go for the dust. This is a big last hit. The Blade Master gets it. Gets a level 2 with it as well. The item goes to the AM though, and with the Grunt ensnared here, the kill will be his level 3. Oh, Iceorc aimed for the deny, didn't quite get it. And I thought it was level 3, but not quite. He's 5 experience away. Almost there. But he needs 1 more kill. That was like a split second to get the deny as well there by the Blade Master. So Isorg looking once again pretty good over here. Liking what I'm saying. Yes, he lost the grunt, but he basically denied level 3, at least for a little while. But now the AM gets it. Boom! Here we go. And this now means a possible tier 2 Beastmaster push is going to be much, much more scary. So let's compare the techs over here. Orc tech finished. Human tech still taking a while. Bestiary, like semi-proxy. Interesting. Maybe there's no space back here. And the totem in the main. AM once again with the boots. Did he just buy a circlet? I think he did, right? Right, here come the footies. It's nighttime, so he almost didn't see it, but he did see it in the end. If both tier 2 buildings get cancelled, this is a disaster. The one of Mana Sealing now very useful. Another Water Elemental, and another one will be ready here very soon. If he's sticking around long enough. Shadowhunter finally coming out now. Going with Hex first, but again, you can't Hex Water Elementals, so can pretty much only go for the footies. Or the hero, perhaps, if he's a little too far forward. But no, won't be trying to go for the AM. Here comes the Beastmaster now, and boom! This is the Beastmaster Water Elemental push. With level 2 Water Elementals, this is so damn scary. Little side note, we have some albino Quill Beasts here, because we're on a snow tile map, which is pretty cool. Scroll speed popped aggressively. Footies in the back, trying now to go for the War Mill, and that will be successful. With another one of Mana Sealing. The AM could go for another Water Elemental here if he wants. Oh, the Grunt. Look at those boots. AM can run down the Grunt now easily. Oh, nice Hex. Very well done by Isorg, trying to keep his Grunt alive. Trying to keep this one alive as well. But I believe there's a little too much damage over here. AM cannot find the kill. Grunt over here gets away. Grunt in the main will be falling. The Beastmaster. Even if he dies, it doesn't matter that much. It's kind of preferable for him to die. It would take up forever to heal him. It's of course going to be experience for these heroes. Blade Master needs to get level 3 as well. He's going to be pretty much the solo carry. And there we go. Can he get the cancel? I don't think so. Oh my god. He's going to get it as well, isn't he? Mana Pot perhaps? Mana Pot! Hex! But it's not enough. At least makes it so the Womble survives. But, oh, AM going back in. Invul popped. Okay, that was a waste. He thought with the Invul popped he could get the Womble perhaps? Or I guess he just wanted to keep the TP. Alright. Use the Invul. Keeps the TP. So, in the meantime, Sanctums have come up. And Casters on their way. Level 1 Beastmaster basically back now as well. Shadowhunter had to go for the mana potion there. This was all very expensive for Isorg. The Blade Master will have to carry this. Perhaps he should go for crit level 2. But then again, Windwalk level 2 is also really good. But yeah, Isorg's gonna have to rely on his first hero now to get him out of these troublesome waters. Shadowhunter almost level 2, which is good to have Heat Wave as well. Not going for reinforced defenses yet. Didn't really have the lumber. Bestiary coming, almost up, and Ivory Towers. Damn! This is a blast from the past, guys. Tower push. And you know what made it all possible? Level 3 AM. If this grunt had been denied over here, this kind of all would not have been possible. Crazy, right? How 60 experience can make so much of a difference. And now, Isorg's in a lot of trouble. He's got 3 units and 2 heroes against all of these human forces barreling down upon him. So many summons. Honestly, I have no idea how he's supposed to do this. I don't think he can. I don't believe it is possible. We have a Kodo Beast now. But, yeah, everything's already so hurt. Level 2 Shadow now. Alright, he's gonna have a couple of heal waves. Oh, the Walker. Nice presence of mind by Romantic to see that the Walker's coming forward. Snipes it with the casters. Instant with the repair. Wow. Romantic. He still got those tower push strats down. That was the second scroll of speed. 2 used here very quickly. Scroll of speed now should be on cooldown in the shop. And the first arcane's up. Oh! Doesn't even have a lumber mill, as it seems. Nope, just arcane towers. Well, with that, IceOrc actually has a lot more time. But also the building placement here isn't the best. There's no way to get behind the bestiary, so this is kind of like a corner that you can't get out of. No way to retreat out of. Has to take this way around if he wants to retreat further. I think Romantic should go for a lumber mill, shouldn't he? Blade Master hero kill would certainly be the end, but there's the shop still. Can still go for some potions. Romantic was pretty rich here for a moment. Now has spent his money. Still no lumber mill though, just more units. Finding more kills as another walker falls. Blade Master has to go for another potion. Oh, doesn't quite have the money. No, he does. Oh, Invis Quillbeast. Canceling the healing. Nice play. Really annoying. And we didn't see this strat for a very long time, but Romantic, he kind of plays his old style. He's really old school. And it is still good. Can still be good. GG. And the 1-1. Good old level 3 AM Beastmaster push into tier 2 tower push. And yeah, in these two games, you saw the perfect example of how much of a difference level 2 versus level 3 AM makes. This was the reason why Romantic chose his map here, his counter pick map, to be Northern Isles. Really good creep route for him. Instant level 2, militia creep possible. Yeah, much easier here to reach level 3 AM than it is, for example, on Concealed. So now it's going to be in the best interest of IceOrc to go for a map where it's hard to creep level 3 AM. And that is going to be the case for our last one, our third map, Echo Isles. Which comes with a nice benefit of the Blade Master being able to stack up on claws very easily. Of course, the Blade Master has been buffed again. The critical strike more precisely. Once again, the damage calculation, the bonus damage gets included into the damage multiplier. That's how you say that. So now, if you get plus 20, plus 30 Blade Master, you once again get very high crits and you can rejoice in the strength of your first hero, who seems to be becoming the main carry for Orc once again, whereas in the previous patch, with a weaker Blade Master, we saw much more hero diversity, with Shadowhunters first and Farseers first being seen quite a lot, especially Farseer first was very popular against Human, especially from Focus, who played it exceptionally well. But now the Blade Master's back, and here to stay, as it seems, as once again his ceiling, his cap, is so incredibly high. If you don't find the claws, if you don't find the bonus damage, he's still, you know, kind of like the same. But if you do find plus 20 damage, oh baby. Plus 20 damage, plus Kodo, plus level 4, and the Blade Master can swing many fights, seemingly by himself. With the backup of a second hero, of course. Game after this will be Focus versus Schuck KK in an Orc Mirror. But now we're gonna have the decision on our hands. Romantic versus IceOrc game number 3. Here we go. On the right-hand side, we have Romantic spawning in the orange. Both players here very liberal with their color usage. And IceOrc in the purple. I'm grateful they haven't chosen green or brown or coal or something like that. So, at WCG, Iceorg here chose to go for no creeping and no shop tech, which I think is very questionable on Echo. Isn't the opening here so good? You go for the Ogre Warrior right away, go back, heal, go to the marketplace, and boom! Suddenly you got 2 claws. Or claws plus circlet or something like that. Making your blade very strong. The Grunt can go on the lookout, trying to find the AM, because the important thing is don't allow him level 3. That's pretty much always the #1 priority of the early game. That and don't lose Grunts and Burrows. And ideally reach level 2. But it's not even that necessary. But yeah, don't let the AM get level 3. Especially if it's Romantic. Especially him. Because Romantic is much more push oriented in his strategy against Orc than many other human players are nowadays. So especially against Romantic, you have to prioritize not allowing him level 3. On some maps, of course, it's very hard to do. Amazonia, for example, Northern Isles, for example, but Echo Isles, it's pretty easy. AM creeps this first, then he moves across the map, Militia creep this, but what does the AM creep after that? He can take the scraps over here, but that's not very efficient. He can take out the Murlocs, that's usually the go-to camp we see otherwise, but there's no Tomes of Experience over here anymore. So there's only so many things you have to cover. Grunt on one side of the map, Blade Master on the other. That should be the way for Iceorg to play this. 5 Militia. Isn't that a bit of little overkill? Well, I guess he's using the footy for scouting. Oh, and the Grunt isn't even helping with the first camp at all. He's going for scouting immediately. Interesting. And yeah, Iceorg is switching it up. I like that. Seems to have taken a look at his openings. Has changed his mind. And is going for a bit of creeping. Once again, unlucky with the ring. Not selling it this time. And only going for 1 heal self. Because he wants to go for the item in the middle. AM walking across aggressively, looking for the burrow cancel, I guess. And Militia probably going to be creeping over here in a moment for the level 2 after the tech begins. Tech once again is going to be a little bit faster for the human side. Where's the Grunt? Bad Grunt movement. That's actually quite the mistake in the early stages. He kind of took this path, went here, and then went around, so Grunt wasting a lot of time. And the burrows will be significantly delayed now. Blade Master wants to get some last hits for some experience as he is rather low. In the meantime, here we go. We have the Militia taking out this camp. With the Grunt here earlier, that could have been another footman kill. Also could have used a little bit more of his mana, but decided not to. Important thing now though is to still keep track of the human. Don't get distracted by little bit of footman here and there. Again, keep level 3 from happening is the most important thing. Footy's once again going into the back. Oh, if he gets that burrow again, this is gonna be painful. And I believe he will be getting it. Wow, he gets it. Damn! Damn, son! Footy dies, but doesn't even grant experience. Blade Master here seems to be wasting a lot of time just walking around, not doing the damage. Again, just running. Scroll speed should have been popped at one point here, I'm pretty sure. And oh my god, this is so obnoxious. Oh! Yep. When I see games like these, I know why I don't play that much Orc on ladder. Because this happens all the time. Oh, nice save with the footy behind the altar. Warmill again cancelled. Oh my god. Oh my god, he still doesn't have a second burrow. He's still supply stuck. Still can't go for the Shadow Hunter. And a lot of this had to do with the Grunt's messed up movement. Grunt took too long to get back to the main at the beginning. If he's there right away, 1 or 2 more footmen will die, then he can't go into the back into the base so easily again. That's the thing about Orc. You have to be very precise with kind of everything if you want to play it close to perfectly. Iceorg could have plenty of gold now though, so perhaps he wants to stack up on some more items in the marketplace. We have a claws in here, we have a gloves of haste in here as well. Oh, damn. Level 2 for the Blade Master, greater mana potion. That's very nice. And here comes the beast. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my god. He's losing the Burrow again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my, no way. He's actually still on only one Burrow.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ouch. And that is the danger of the one Burrow tech. But if you played better in the early game, the very early game, this doesn't happen. Blade Master control not perfect, grunt movement not perfect, and then suddenly there is the option for the human to kind of cheese out a win like this. Oh my god, is he gonna get this Burrow as well? Are you serious? He may not have the damage for this actually. Oh, maybe he does! Oh my god, 0 Burrows. Well,
A player's forces are under
I think that's kind of it. I am forced to TP out.
siege.
Once again, went for the double circlet. Yeah, GG. Damn! Damn!